sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Tonight,
ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Ritter now. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Great starting field position here as they take over.
Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Robinson up the middle to the 43, 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ritter from the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Working from the gun, Ritter. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ritter has it knocked down.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Ritter back to throw. Throws right back to London. Complete again. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw it here. Ritter over the middle, caught by London. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back to throw, Ritter.
That's caught at the 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Ritter.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
They'll find Osborne here.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short, Ritter. Sets up the screen to Robinson. There he goes left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs...
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamar Chase.
75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ritter now on 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. And welcome back.
Love Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And Goddard's got it.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Eagles, of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st down, Ritter checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Rock is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, Hurts.
Flushed out right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ritter now. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Forced out to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ritter.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be...
Today.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott.
And his first look is incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Hurts.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Dancing to his left.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. 20! And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
With a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now 2nd and 9. Another run with Mitchell.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st down, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Prescott to throw it.
Going right back to Ferguson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Prescott now. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. There he goes again. Touchdown! Philadelphia! A.J. Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson up.
grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Prescott from the gun.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To the air again, Prescott.
That is caught.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, always, always we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamar Chase
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are pouring it on. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. 5, touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hurts will throw.
Buying time to his left. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Racing to the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Jalen Carter
in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are...
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot now for Prescott.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 15 of the NFL.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing right away is Winston. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 70 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamar Chase.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on
Akers. Hit. He coughs it up.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Here's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing said. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out. Comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look at...
There he goes, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On play action, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To throw, Winston.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Winston now.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st down, Winston.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guy's truck.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Following the interception, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Winston from the gun on third down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So,
well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 34. On play action, they'll throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 66 yards.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Winston. And now here is another interception. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Winston.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Winston.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hodgins in motion. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing, Winston.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. A give up the middle to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Winston.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamar Chase, 82 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Jameis on second down.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Second and 7.
Again, it's Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. On third down, Winston. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And now another one thrown incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes. I'll see them the next time out.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Winston's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They